But yeah, other than that, I've been pretty peaceful other than when I got hacked. But I want to get in that a little bit later because it's a bit of a story that happened during the Witch Queen raid race. Which I guess we could start off talking about Witch Queen. Right before, the week before. Was it the week before or week after? It was the week after, sorry. The week after the last podcast episode got released, Witch Queen, a DLC that Bungie has been working on for Destiny 2, was released. Most likely my favorite DLC Bungie has ever released for Destiny 2. I've put in over 200 hours into Witch Queen already. Probably another 100 into making content for Witch Queen. And I've been having a lot of fun with it. I've been playing it, enjoying it. We played the Legend campaign, me, Dakota, and Kyle together. Was super fun. All that will be on my channel. Is on my channel actually, not will be. It is on my channel. If you want to know what that channel is, the links are in the description below. Of our playthrough and our reactions, whatnot. And we also did the raid day 1. We didn't complete it. We did do it. We did attempt, I should say, not did it. Just we did attempt.
We did half of it.
We got close. Or I got close with.
I am confident that if we beat the caretaker encounter, we could have gotten to the final boss.
Yeah.
We just might not have beat the final boss.
I did get to the final boss. When with 2 hours left of contest, everybody gave up hopes on me and Noma.
Also, real quick, just want to mention, went back, did the raid to completion a few days ago in not contest mode, and the amount of easier it is when in comparison. Yes, exactly. The amount of easier it is in comparison to contest mode is like, it's like a different
raid.
game.
Yeah.
Like it's not at all the same.
But I love it.
And they're one-shotting the ads. Fucking, we melted through the caretaker encounter. Like before we even got to the third fucking circle to damage him, he was already phasing out of the fucking arena. Like,
I love it, honestly. It's probably.
I mean, yeah.
The contest was super fun.
Different, parts to it.
I think that from now on, like, I'm doing contests. No shot I'm missing a contest day 1. That's too fun to not do. I mean, it's competitive, sure. We get a group of, like, actual friends together and do that day 1. Like, me, you, Noma, Kyle, not your kind if he's down, and then get, like, an actual other friend.
Mm-hmm.
That would be, like... Yeah, that would be super fun if we could do so. But
by the way, on the topic of Kyle, when Danny mentioned people started new jobs earlier, Kyle started a new job, and it's actually a big boy job.
Yes.
Where he works normal work hours.
Yeah, he's
throughout the week. So
he is a CNC boy.
Yeah, he has much less time than he previously had. That is for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it... He has a little bit less time. He still gets on and stuff. I just don't think it aligns with when me and you get on. Because...
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying he'll never come back or something.
Oh, yeah, no.
I'm just saying it's going to be significantly less than before.
Well, that's what's gonna happen, honestly, over the years when everybody starts actually, getting in their real jobs and shit after college, except me.
Hint, hint. Unless the podcast explodes and we're millionaires.
As you could tell, something Dakota would like to have happen.
Bro, tell me that you wouldn't.
I mean, yeah, it'd be cool. I think it's just different for me because I've seen so many other people around me blow up, and then it doesn't happen for me, that I just don't care anymore. Like, if I was to blow up, cool. I wouldn't have to go out and
I mean,
search
I
for a
don't
job.
care. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I wouldn't have to.
Happen.
It would be nice, because then I wouldn't get declined. I wouldn't have to worry about getting declined a job after 2 interviews and me giving a hand job. Like, that's what it feels like I'm at right now.
The fucking base, actually.
Like,
Such a pussy.
I've been talking to Dakota about this. I've literally been searching for a job for like the past month and a half. I've applied to like over 100 different places. At this point, if someone called me, I would not know who the fuck it would be. Like, to be like, hi, this is, we want to bring you in for an interview. Or they'll be like, you applied for this job, we want to bring you in for an interview. I'd be like, yeah, where? Like, if you didn't mention where, because they're always going to mention where. But if they didn't, I'd be screwed. I'd be like, hey, man, I've applied to like 500 different places at this point. But, no, I think the contest mode is super fun for Witch Queen. With a Witch Queen raid race, and I think we should do it as a tradition of our friends group. Next time, it'd be kind of fun to not get tired. And, for all of us to have to work the next day. Or most of us to have to work the next day. I think that would be a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, but also, it's like a weird thing, because 2 of the people we were doing it with were literally, it got 9 p.m. here, and they were in fucking Europe, so for them it was like 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So, it was a little bit, a little bit weird.
Well, that's what I'm saying, like, we need to set some time aside. Like, we all need to, like, be like, okay, I'm gonna take these 3 days off, the day before, the day of, and the day after, and just fucking ride it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, get good sleep up until the raid launches, get on, and do it. Because we're probably not going to have another moment in time where the raid race goes over for 2 days. That's never happened.
Yeah, probably not. But
and
at the same time, like...
I know either way I'm going to be participating in contest mode raids after this. No matter who's on my team and who's not. Because I had way too much fun doing that. I'll even take days off. And the boss is going to be like, whoa, what'd you take a couple days off for? And be like, oh yeah, I'm getting surgery. And be like, did you have this surgery last year around this time? Yeah.
No. I'm getting my other appendix taken out.
I'm getting half of the other half of my heart taken out. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if you want to add anything onto Witch Queen. I love the DLC. Fun DLC, 10 out of 10.
No, I mean, I like what it brought in terms of actual, like, campaign story.
Zone A lost.
Yeah. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention to you is that in the TWAB this week, they announced that they are going to be removing legendary materials that you have to get for weapon crafting. And it's just going to be neutral elements and ascendant alloys. Because, really? Yeah, because it is stock hoarding those materials are tending to be annoying. Even neutral element, like, I wish they would just uncap it, but...
Yeah, it takes, like, just to make a base weapon without, like, putting things you want on it to level up the weapon is, like, what, like a few thousand neutral element?
Yep.
So... Like,
well, they're gonna, so the cap of neutral elements is gonna go from 8,500 to 10,000. Starting Tuesday, I think, the legendary materials are gonna go up to 1,000 capped, and then next season they're just gonna remove it altogether. Because they, like I said, it's just too much
Return
like
to the fight.
shit that you have to memorize. Because at first, how they had it set up, I guess, before Witch Queen, like I guess like a couple of months before Witch Queen, was that the materials there was, so say you wanted Kill Clip had its own specific legendary material that you had to go get, which turned out to be just way too much. So like 2 months before Witch Queen, they cut that idea and just made it 4 different materials that you had to go grab for certain groups of perks. And they said even that is just seeming to be like too much. So now they're just wanting to take that and put it into its own its own they're just wanting to make it neutral element, which I'm totally down with. I honestly think you just make it neutral element in Ascendant Alloys and make Ascendant Alloys capped at 10 and neutral element uncapped up until, actually make it 10, make it, because you can get, it depends, because if you keep it at 300, then yeah, make it like 20,000 cap instead of 10k. I want to be able to save up my neutral element for when I want to craft weapons.
Yeah, and here's the thing about that also, though, is that after you craft a weapon and then you put whatever you want to on it, like you get it to level, like you pretty much don't ever need to touch it again because you already put what you wanted on there. Like you made your own god roll of that weapon. So
I also have one thing to mention to Bungie. If I hit level 50 on a gun, okay? Make it have a yellow border, for the love of God, please. My OCD, when I have a gun that you can level and you can't make it a yellow border, is so, it's so annoying. So please, Bungie, can we consider, like at level 50 at a gun, yeah, that gun can be considered a yellow bordered weapon? Because that would make my OCD feel better. And it would also convince me to grind for a higher level in weapon crafting.
why do you care about the
My
yellow border on
dude,
your
I
gun?
look at it, and if I see something that doesn't have a yellow border, and it should have a yellow border, it bothers me. Especially on a legendary weapon. The yellow border's cool, okay? And I want it on all
Okay.
my legendary weapons.
Well, that seems slightly excessive, but
Maybe, but you know what? My brain doesn't seem so. It does not seem to agree, so.
you know what is excessive? Fucking
Banner.
having all of the upgraded perks stop at like level 16 on all the guns, but you can rank your gun up to fucking like infinite level. Like
I'm okay with that.
Sure, but like what's the point?
Bragging
Like
rights.
you should get something.
That's
at
like
least.
that's like the people that have 30k kills on a sweet business. That's that's like, it's the same thing. It's like, hey, y'all did this, but my gun's level 200. So fuck you. This is my favorite gun, and I can prove it. That's like if you roll up with a sweet business, Dakota, into like a raid team, and they're like, "Why are you using sweet business?" and they see you have 40k kills with it, they're gonna be like, "Okay, I'll let him pass. 40k kills, the dude probably knows something that I don't about sweet business." That's what I like about kill trackers and stuff. It gives you a reputation for your weapon. Almost. Like, it gives you, like, hey, I'm good with this thing. Like, my
Take down
favorite...
Crota with my sweet business alone.
Goodness lord. He's gonna come in with a fucking... He's gonna come in King's Fall on day 1 with a fucking sweet business.
Did you see the thing that Destiny put out? I saw it on their Facebook page, I think, for my 1 minute a day of Facebook, where it was like 2 truths, 2 lies, earlier.
No, I did not. What was...
Oh, here, I'll say. It said 2 lies and 2 truths. Savathun's game continues.
Another hunt.
And then it said, Mercury, Io, and Titan are in my care. The Witness returned Mars to the solar system. The power to move worlds will soon be yours, and the taken king will rise again. And then it said, what is the true and what is the false? So 2 of those things are true, 2 of them are false up here.
Read all 4 again.
It says, Mercury, Io, and Titan are in my care. It's coming from, like, the perspective of Sabbath.
Okay, that's a false, because that's in the witness's care.
The witness returned Mars to your solar system.
That's technically a truth.
The power to move worlds will soon be yours, and the taken king will rise again.
So one of those 2 are going to be the false, and I'm pretty sure it's the power to move worlds. There's no fucking way.
Well, I saw someone, like, said something, and they were like, the truths are 1 and 3, because, like, something... Oh, yeah, it says 1 and 3, because that was most likely what she was doing during the interference season. And then we will be able to bring back, those worlds after killing whatever disciples that are on the pyramid ships for those worlds.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Like, I thought they were going to bring back raid layers, right? And then I was telling you about this. It'd be a really cool idea if they brought back raid layers and made it to where, like, if you kill like a boss from that raid layer, it revealed something that it's hidden. Like the Vow of Disciple raid, the Rolk was holding the worm god. I forgot her name, but she was the mom of the worm gods. And so he housed that, and that was his big thing. And I would love for Titan to come back. It's one of my favorite planets, and I wanted a raid on Titan. I spoke of this, like, back when Destiny 2 came out. Do you know how cool it would be to be fighting under the ocean or in the ocean? Like, that'd be super sick. I don't know if you remember Titan, Dakota, but it was basically Camino, but Destiny. And I loved the atmosphere of Titan. Like, it was my favorite planet they had ever made. It was the one thing that they made that I was like, awesome.
I don't really care about the planets that they have or don't have, if I'm honest, but...
I also want them to bring out another secret mission. Give me another secret mission, Bungie. That would be really cool. I would love to go into a secret mission and do it. I was here when the Whisper one was here. I was not here when Outbreak came to be. So, I would love to be able to be here for another secret mission. And it seems like those have kind of slowed over my years of playing Destiny. So
there is a secret mission, and it's still a secret. No one found it.
Okay. Not like that. I mean, you could be right, but I don't think there is. Whenever Bungie has implemented a secret mission, we've usually found it within the first month. I don't think we've ever had a secret mission that's been out for a super duper long time, because there's only been 2. There's only been Outbreak and Whisper, as far as I remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm correct on that. It's Outbreak and Whisper, and that's the only ones. I really would love to see another situation where we have one of those secret missions. Other than that, like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I'm asking too much from Bungie, but nowadays I don't, because they have Sony money, which was another thing we could bring up. Sony bought Bungie outright. Sony has discussed their very big interest less in the gaming side. It's more in making TV shows for Destiny and movies, which I'm totally down with. I'm A-okay with Bungie just getting Sony money to make the games in story, and then Sony takes that story and then they just put it on a TV show.
You have to actually make the TV show good, not terrible.
I mean, I'm optimistic. I love the story to Destiny. It's a really good story. It's got a lot of plot twists in it, and I think overall it would be fun for most people to watch. And it would also, another thing a TV show can do is it could put a game into mainstream, or it could put this game into mainstream specifically. This game has tried to go in mainstream quite a few times, and it's failed to do so because the DLCs that they promote for it to go into mainstream, it doesn't work. I think Destiny 2 is quietly mainstream already. It's one of the top played games on Steam.
Zone B lost.
And it being sort of free to play helps. I,
I like that you said sort of.
well, I don't consider this free to play. I know Bungie, you can press play, you can install the game and press play. And play a couple of missions, you could do some stuff. But other than that, it's not really free to play. Right? And I get it. You really can't make this game free to play yet. Like, you really couldn't. I don't think Bungie, up until now, didn't have the resources to make the game fully free to play and just live off of cosmetics like Fortnite did. You know what I mean? Bungie doesn't plan to implement a battle royale for Destiny to make it go into the mainstream. Which apparently every big streamer won't play a game now unless it's a battle royale.